This is Shred, and you're watching Most Important Guitar Scale, which as we all know is the double harmonic / major flat 69 scale. But in all seriousness, the most important guitar scale is the pentatonic scale. It's pretty much every guitar player's first scale that they learn, and most guitarists use it as a reference point when learning new scales. In this video, we'll explore and learn how to manipulate these 5 notes using 3-octave patterns, chromaticism, modes, and the blue note. You can get the full tabs for this lesson at my Patreon page below. That's where you sell your soul to me in exchange for unlimited musical power. So grab your axe and let's get to it. Now to start off, let's hear the sound of this iconic scale. Now you heard the pedal tone in the background below. Try changing that around to another note in the scale to achieve a different effect. As a composer, this is a great way to get more bang for your buck without doing much work. Now typically in Western music we use tertian harmony or chords built on thirds. That's the harmony that results from the major scale. But with the pentatonic scale you get thirds and seconds as well, which creates a new sort of chordal sound. Now one thing that's really interesting to do with your pentatonic scales is try adding some 3-note per string figures. This results in a rhythmic displacement effect that's a little more interesting maybe than the 2-note per string style. Try using the 3-note per string idea with another mode of the scale. Now a common thing to do with the pentatonic scale is to add the major 6th degree or F sharp in the key of A minor. If you put a C in the bass, this can result in a Lydian effect. The next most common note that people add to the pentatonic scale is the 2nd or 9th. That'd be a B note. Of course, B stands for bitch. The finger tapping adds a bit of a new dimension to the sound as well. Now, here at Shred Incorporated, we don't always play by the rules. So let's try adding some chromatic passing tones that are outside of the scale. Now finally, I'd be remiss not to mention the infamous blue note. That's the flat 5 degree of the scale or an E flat note. Now here I'm using a rhythmic subdivision of 16th note triplets or 6 notes per beat. Now keep in mind, these ideas are just a way to stimulate your creativity. Zakk Wylde, Eric Johnson, Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, all of these greats use the 5-note scale in their own unique way. And now it's time for you to discover your own voice with these magic notes. You can get the full tabs below at my Patreon page. Almost forgot, look at this killer Shred swag. The babes can't resist it. Until next time, shred till you're dead.